I'm Mr. James from Charm City Karate. Welcome back to Kenpo On Dummies. I'm here with my assistant, the body opponent bag from Century. Bob's going to help me go through the kicks. So for this belt level, for yellow belt, we have 4 basic kicks. At this level, they're all snap kicks. The difference between a snap kick and a thrust kick is really the speed of the retrieval and the point of impact. If you're worried about speed of retrieval, you can go back and check out our video on tips for your kicks. So first one's going to be your front kick. All of these you're going to want to start from your guard stance or your neutral bow. For this belt level, I would practice all of them probably off the back leg. When you achieve proficiency with that, you can start working them off the front leg. Generally, you want to practice your kicks with your better side first. Generally, people are right-handed or left-handed. They're also generally either right-legged or left-legged. It is not always the same, meaning if you are right-handed, you're not always right-legged, typically, but not always. Some people that are right-handed are left-legged. Some people that are left-handed are right-legged. You're going to have to play around a little bit, but generally speaking, if you're right-handed, you're right-legged. Okay, so figure it out for yourself. All right, anyway, moving on. You're going to start out in your basic fighting stance. Your neutral bow, front kick, you want to bring it up to a nice high chamber. When you're practicing, you want to bring your knee up as high as you can. The bonus to kicking as high as you can in practice is that the higher you can kick with power and flexibility, the harder and the faster all of your lower kicks are going to be. If your highest possible kick is belt high, then that kick is going to be kind of slow and kind of weak. And what that means is that your faster, harder kicks are all going to be forced to be lower. And you're not going to be able to kick anybody in the head. Now, I'm not saying in a fight that you should be kicking people in the head. Generally speaking, I think that's a poor tactical decision. It takes a little too long, and environmentally, it's not sound. If you fall, there's no referee to step in and stop the other guy from stomping you. If you are on ice, I live in Baltimore, we get a lot of ice in the winters. Being on one foot, throwing kicks, standing on ice, not good. If you're a lady and you're wearing high heels, kicking high, being on one leg and a little pin, not a good idea. So really you want to keep your kicks probably waist high or lower. But that doesn't mean that you want your best kick to be waist high. You want your best kick to be up here. Because if that is your maximum, then every kick below that is going to be stronger and faster. Kind of like an arc. All right? So if this is the red line of your arc, then as you get lower and lower, they're going to get stronger and faster. So if this is your red line, as you get lower, they get stronger and faster. But if this is your red line, you got to get way down by Bob's ankles before you get real speed and real power. That's not good. I mean, kicking people in the ankle is okay, but really? You want to limit yourself to that? I didn't think so. All right, so when you practice, you want to kick as high, fast, and hard as you can. Okay, so that when you get into a fight and you're kicking solar plexus, stomach, groin, knee, they're fast and they're hard. Don't limit yourself by practicing stomach and having to kick knee, ankle. All right? Okay, at this level, though, I don't expect you to be able to kick people in the face. You're just starting out. Anyway, you're going to pivot, pick your knee up, kick, hit with the ball of the foot, and retreat. It's a snap kick, so you want to pop it in and get it back, and come back to your position. Up, kick, and plant. Same thing on the other side. Pivot, snap the kick in, and replace. Kick, and replace. Don't forget to exhale on all your kicks. That's your front kick. Your side kick, if you're going to throw it off the back foot, you still want to chamber to the same position, then you're going to pivot, throw the kick. If you're going to do it as a drag up, okay, it's going to chamber to the stomach side, and you're going to kick. All right? Drag it up, kick. Make sure, too, when you practice that you keep your hands up. I see a lot of people drop their hands when they kick. They like to come up, do this kind of thing. Maybe it looks cool in tournaments. It's a good way to get hit in the head. It's also a good way to let your opponent know that you're about to kick. When I started, I would drop my front hand all the time when I kicked. Then I was sparring this guy. I think at the time he was a 3rd or 4th degree black belt. His name was Andre Cooper. He was phenomenal. If you're still out there, Andre, thank you. So what he did was, he would throw a jab at my face. Not a really hard one, but if I dropped my hand, it would pop me in the nose. It kind of sucked. So what it did was it trained me to just keep this hand up to deflect his jab. If I dropped my hand, I got punched in the face. Pretty soon, this stayed up all the time. If you find yourself dropping your hand when you kick, think about picking this hand up when you kick. What's going to happen is, instead of this hand actually coming up when you do your kick, your tendency to drop it and your thought to raise it are going to kind of equal out, and it's going to stay where it's supposed to be. All right? So pick this up, snap it in, come back. That's your snapping side kick. Your roundhouse kick, well, let me fix Bob's belt here real quick. Sorry, Bob. Your roundhouse kick you could do as a drag up also, but this is going to chamber straight up. You don't want to chamber it in front of your stomach this time. Point your toes, hit with where your shoelaces are, pop it in. Okay? Up, snap, and back. Remember, you want your kicks to come back twice as fast as they go out. Okay? Same thing on the other side. Drag it up, snap it in, come back. Okay? Keep your hands up. Don't do this. It's bad. Looks cool in the movie so you can see the actor's face. Doesn't look cool in tournaments or real life when you get punched. Okay? Your back kick, hands come up. You're going to pick this foot up. Remember, toes in, knees close, heel to the target. Okay? Snap it. Don't thrust. Pop it in. Later on, higher belt level, you're going to get into the thrusting kick. Right now, it's a snap. Okay, so there's your 4 basic kicks for this level. Front, side, round, and back. Snapping kicks. I'm Mr. James from Charm City Karate. This is Kenpo On Dummies.